Okay, so the first problem I'd like to show you today is a subtraction problem in which we are subtracting two numbers that are written in scientific notation, and we're going to try to maintain the accurate number of, or the proper number of sig figs. All right, so the first step in any time we're doing addition or subtraction is to make sure that our exponents match. And so I look at my two numbers and I have a choice. I can either decrease this exponent or increase that one. And generally, it's better to increase an exponent because otherwise we can sometimes make sig figs that aren't actually reliable. So I'm going to raise this exponent. I'm going to raise this exponent by 1. So that means that I need to decrease the value of my mantissa by 1 power of 10. So now my problem is 9.751 times 10 to the 3 minus 0.42210 times 10 to the 3. Okay, so now our exponents match. Great. Next thing we need to do is line up our decimals. So I'm going to take 9.751 minus 0.42210. Okay, so I've lined up my decimals. My next step is to draw a line behind the least precise measurement. So my least precise measurement is this 9.751. So I'm going to draw a line behind there. Now, instead of being clumsy and doing subtraction on the paper, at this point I can actually employ the use of my calculator to make this a lot simpler. So I'm going to go 9.751 minus 0.42210 equals. All right, there's my answer. And notice that there's a decimal in there. That decimal, as long as I make sure that the answer that comes out in my calculator, as long as I make sure that the decimal lines up on here, I will be able to get the right number of sig figs. So then I put my answer down, making sure that my decimal from my calculator's answer lines up with my problem. All right, so 9.3289. Okay, so now what I do is I need to have the accurate number, the proper number of sig figs. So according to the line that I drew, I need to look to my sig fig that's the furthest to the right. I need to look to the right of the line, and I see that the number to the right of my line is greater than 5, is 5 or greater. So it's going to modify this 8 into a 9. So then I have 9.329. Okay, and lastly, I just need to take my my exponent and stick it on there. We're subtracting two numbers that both have times 10 to the 3, and so my final answer is also going to be times 10 to the 3. So my final answer is 9.329 times 10 to the 3. All right.